Agune Chimbao, Yeshua, Hamashiach, Lion of Judah, Agune Chimba, Yeshua, Hamashiach, Lion of Judah, you are the Lion, Agune Chimba one. Lion of Judah, you are the one who parted the Red Sea. You are the one who parted the Red Sea. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one. Yeshua, Hamashiach, Lion of Judah, Adonai Jemba. Hey, you are the one who fights my battle. You are the one who fights my battle. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one. Yeshua, Hamashiach, Lion of Judah. Somebody roar. Yeshua, Hamashiach, the Lion that watches the universe. Agune Chimba one. Lion of Judah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen. Sing hallelujah. Amen. Oh. Hey. Hey. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Sing hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Sing hallelujah. Amen.
Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, amen.
Hallelujah. Amen. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah.
Hallelujah,
Sing hallelujah.
hallelujah, amen.
Hallelujah. Amen. Sing hallelujah. Amen. I am. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You are the mighty God, the great I am. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You are the mighty God, hey, the great I am. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hey, you are the mighty God, hey, great I am. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I find your person abas, Jehovah dinami pompo. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah in the highest. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed is the one that cometh in the name of the Lord. God has been good. His mercies endureth forever. Fingers crossed. Shot fired. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from every evil. For thine is thy kingdom, the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Forever, O God, thy word is settled in heaven. Let the word of God settle every dichotomy in your life. Give him praise, put on your dancing shoes. Give God some crazy praise. Bless his name. Magnify his name. What a God we serve. David said, I have been young, but now I am old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. What a gracious God we serve. Praise the name of the Lord. Adore his name. Give him praise. Give him honor. He's deserving of our praise. This is Papalo Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I want you to hit the share button, share the broadcast on your page, on your timeline, send the link to your friends. Papalo Radio. We are the navigators of the airwaves. The best is yet to come. We're transmitting live from Community 11. Tema for real, the harbor city of Ghana. Good morning, Ghana. Good night, good afternoon, good morning, right where you are, which part of the globe. May God bless you and keep you and protect you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for putting your dial right here. Thank you for following us all social media handles. On Facebook, Papalo Radio /TV. Put it into your search engine, like the page, put your notification button on so that anytime we come online, you'll be first to be notified. This is Mpɔtam Morning Show with Papalo Perfect, my co-host David Santos. Show produced by Jude GH. What a God we serve. We are going to inform you, entertain you, and educate you. Today we have a lot of stories for you. We'll touch on the major stories. What a God we serve. Alright, so I'll be profiling this honorable man, Kojo Bonsu, one of the contenders of the NDC presidential race. We'll profile him, talk about him, make sure that Ghanaians know who Honorable Kojo Bonsu is and what he's bringing on the table. So far, so good. What has he been talking about? He wants us to give him the nod, or the NDC to give him the nod to be their presidential candidate and build upon that win and become the president of this republic. What a history that will be established in the coming years. What a gracious God we serve. It's good morning. Kokoko, Akukwa Bon, ya sorry, Yababetna console yechi yesre brade so mo aye na ye inform you na educate you na nhye wote nhye unkran. Welcome to Mpɔtam Morning Drive with Papa Law Perfect. The best is yet to come. All right, so call a friend to call a friend. Tell your relatives, your family members to come on board. Let's do this together. I'm going to steer the affairs of this great show, and I promise you nothing but the truth and nothing else. Won't compromise. Without any equivocation, we don't propagate stupidity, foolishness, but we promote the truth. We promote respect, integrity, honesty, and ethics. Ethically and morally, you as a Ghanaian, you must be sound. So we'll be profiling Honorable Kojo Bonsu in the political circles, and then we'll come to our social issues, cultural issues. Today we have a social and cultural issue. Depot. We are going to talk about Depot, one of our traditional our traditional rights, and our mothers who are in charge of these traditional rights are of the view that they are not having virgins to take them through the orientation, and so it frustrates and distracts the whole right, to understand that they are forced to now add non-virgins to it. What a story. Is it because this generation is so sexually active? What is happening? So we'll speak to a resource person. He's an honorable assembly member. So we'll speak to Honorable Isaac Tete to do justice to this story. And now we'll be saying a bit about, or we'll chance on the National Cathedral issues. We'll delve deep into it. There are a lot of issues happening around us. So our sponsors are Nana One Shoes. Nana One Shoes. They have all kinds of shoes for kids and adults. Nana One Shoes can be located at Community 11, directly opposite Community 11 School Complex. So contact them on 0256 836112. 0256 836112. 0256 836112. And then when it comes to photography, it is Shaba Rich Photography. Shaba Rich Photography. If you need a passport picture, we are available. Photo shoot, all events, weddings, engagement, birthday parties, naming ceremonies and all that. The only place to go for short, both video and pictures, the only place to go is Shaba Rich Photography, adjacent Presbyterian University Tema Campus. Call them on 0244 671593. 0244 671593. All right, so if you need birds, if you need chicken and then eggs and pigs as well, the only place to go is Papa Law Farms. Papa Law Farms.
You are the one who parted to rest.
Our birds and our pigs are healthy. So contact us on 0243446455. 0243446455. What a gracious God we serve. So link up with me. What is happening in your community? Tell us about it. Give us a gist of what is happening in your community. We want it to be interactive. So share the broadcast. Share the broadcast and bless somebody. Here we inform, we entertain, and we educate. He's the Lion of Judah, the Lily of the Valley, the Rose of Sharon, the I Am that I am. What a mighty, mighty God we serve. So our motivational message for the day, or our motivational quote for the day is: be private Protect yourself. Not everyone wants what's best for you. Some even want you dead, gone and forgotten. Listen again. Be patient. Be private. Protect yourself. Not everyone wants what's best for you. Some even want you dead, gone and forgotten. What a powerful quote. Mr. Santos, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm greater than Accra.
You see?
I'm greater than Accra.
And we have Greater Accra.
Yes.
When Tema is added to the calculation,
Yes.
it becomes Greater Accra. So without Tema, Accra is Accra.
Yes.
Until we add Tema.
To
So
it.
Tema we day.
Tema we day.
We day.
We day. Pa.
So the quote for the day.
Yeah.
Be private. Are you a private person?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What makes one a private person?
When we say private person, somebody who don't bring out his personal life out for
That's
people
right.
to have a good idea about that.
That's right.
You always want to be alone.
That's right.
Doing your own thing.
That's
Even
right.
when you are trying to implement something, you don't like to bring it out. You
That's
want
right.
you want it to be done.
You want it manifest.
Yes.
Before you talk about it.
Yes.
But we live in a generation where everything is camera. When they are brushing their teeth, camera. When they are bathing, camera. When they are even making love, camera. When they are kissing for the first time, camera. How can we educate this generation to avoid unnecessary drama, unnecessary attacks? People are being killed left, right, center. Now
Yeah.
you know what is happening in the media space.
Yeah, sure.
Almost every day somebody is shot, somebody is killed, somebody is brutally murdered. It's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
I think some of these things can create or generate some of these unnecessary or incessant attacks or intermittent attacks on individuals, because everything is out there.
Out there, yeah, sure.
Now when you type people's name, everything about them pops up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right way to go.
No, not at all. Not at all. But that's what I'm saying, that if we look at private, when you want to be private,
That's
you can
right.
do it.
That's right.
Without
It's doable.
yes,
People think it is not possible. It's possible.
it's possible.
Yeah.
Because before the internet can access everything about you,
Unless you
put something there before the internet can get
so
access.
garbage in, garbage out.
Yes.
So what do you put in? That is the result.
Yes,
you
if
see.
I'm not on Facebook and you search me, will
That's
you get
right.
me?
No.
You can't.
No.
So
that does not also mean that we shouldn't be social.
oh no.
Yes.
No.
Social
no.
orgasms.
Yes.
We can, but we shouldn't overdo some of these things.
That is it.
Abuse of everything or too much of everything, they say, is bad.
Is bad.
And so I think we have to learn how to be private. Protect yourself. So your
Very, very
privacy
important.
brings protection.
Yeah.
It brings protection to you.
Of course.
How can you stand around your car or close to your car, take a picture showing or displaying your car number?
Serious?
Yeah. People display their car numbers on social media. So when I'm
Wow.
trailing you, I'm looking for you, tracking you, I can easily shoot you down. It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
And it's
very,
not
very
too
dangerous.
comfortable with our generation. So we got to protect ourselves.
Very important.
So your protection is premised upon the amount of information you bring out.
Yeah.
Some people expose themselves too much. I just went to the bank. I cashed out 10,000 Ghana cedis. Somebody might kill you because of 10,000 Ghana
10,000 Ghana
cedis. Because you
cedis.
told them that you went to the bank to
bad.
withdraw 10,000 Ghana cedis. It might not be anything to you, or that amount is peanut, or it's chicken change
To you.
But at the end of the day, that 10,000 is somebody's capital, somebody's, entire life.
Yes.
I mean, a whole year. That is the amount somebody is expecting from maybe his employers. So if you have it, somebody might kill you. So
Exactly.
let's try to draw the line between what we can share and what
What we
not.
can- yes.
Even in life, we have the pros and cons, the do's and don'ts, the things you got to share, because people need not to know the nitty-gritty of your life.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Very, very
every
important.
details.
Yeah.
All right, because
Even-
the same person who knows you're going out and you're coming in, the time you go out and the time you come in. I was robbed about 3 years ago.
Oh.
And when we did our investigations, in fact, the Ghana Police Service couldn't help out. They only, I went there and then they came to the house, took my statement, and that's it. The rest is you hear from us. They will call you, you hear from us. So I had to employ a private security person to do the investigation for me. And the results was something else. We got to know that one guy who used to be in our church
Wow.
was the very person who gave the robbers my time of going out and my time of coming in when I go to church and when I return back.
Hey, that is very serious.
Yes.
Wow.
The person was from the church. One time they nearly duped me of a huge amount because I was talking about a car in church. I was talking about a car that I want so much. My car broke down, so
Okay.
I was saying I need a car to buy and all that. So somebody
Publicly.
who knows, yes, in church. I
Okay.
mean, I was
Okay.
ministering, so
Okay.
I made a public announcement that I need a car to buy. So anybody who come across one,
Okay.
an affordable one, of course, I am ready to buy. And then these people in church, not knowing there were these fraudsters already in church.
Wow.
Even in church. When I say even in church,
In
you
church,
should know.
yes, yes.
Because in church, we have the super hyper spiritual people.
People there.
People who feel they are sanctimonious. They are the saint of our time. And talking to them, I saw them as saints. I am buttressing this point based on the code for the day.
Yes. Yes.
Because a lot of people churn out information that are unnecessary. You don't need to bring it out. You need
Okay.
to keep some of them. And when I said that, these guys took my number and used what they call magic number. The magic number, the call comes like anonymous. I mean, you cannot call them, but they can
They can call you.
And then they have a magical voice as well. So a female voice can be turned or tuned into a male voice, and a male voice into a female voice. And somebody acted like a female, somebody I've known in ministry for some time, said that, oh, man of God, how are you, Papa? How are you doing? And the moment he said Papa, those who know me address me as such.
Okay.
Anybody who uses Apostle, Lawrence, whatever, is somebody who is yet to know me or have gotten to know me within a shortest
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Yes, most of my people
So
call
the
me
moment the person mentioned your
That's
name,
right.
Papa,
So-
meaning that the person knew you very
exactly.
well.
So I the person caught my attention, and guess what? She said, God used me to bless her life, and so she want to appreciate me. She brought a car from overseas, and it's in one of his homes around Atomic. So it's Ford Caliber. So anytime I see Ford Caliber, then it was new on the market here.
Wow.
Yes, the market space here. It was not too common. You know, those cars are not
Yeah, sure.
too common here.
Yeah.
Long and short, they wanted to dupe me. They said I should go for the car. How much can I offer for the clearing? I should just help. So I mentioned the amount. At the time I said 3,000. So no problem. You, based on what you have done for me, the car is free, but just help out with the clearing money, because I need to sort out those who took the money, those who did the job for me
Okay.
or did the clearing. And long and short, the very person brought the car. I saw the car. And
Hey.
they wanted me to go and deposit it in one of the Nigerian banks. I think I've forgotten the bank, or somewhere in East Legon.
Wow.
And luckily for me, I felt funny, so I went with a police officer who is a friend. We are
Okay.
childhood, friends.
Okay.
They said, Lawrence, I'm not too comfortable. Don't drop the money. Before I saw the lady, and this is a lady.
Wow.
Yes.
So
The
you saw the lady yourself?
I saw the car.
With
I sat in the car, the same car. They were treating us like kids.
Hey.
They took us.
This one, the
Yes.
highly spiritual
The lady
key.
now said, the woman, so-called woman outside,
Okay.
says I should give the money to the person, and then the person will hand over the keys. Now, when I asked the person, can I have the key? I want to drop the money. He said, no, let the money reflect first. So when my friend said it, somebody who is desperate. I mean, desperation is also another thing we need to address.
Okay.
Be careful. Don't be too desperate in life. Sometimes we feel that without this car, I won't get the same car again. So that's why these people take advantage. When they realize they are very smart.
Yeah.
The fraudsters are smart people. If you are not smart, you can't, how do you call it? You can't fraud.
In fact, you are lucky.
Very smart. So
because this one car, they even brought the car. You saw the person too as well.
And at the end of the day, when my friend said that, they would say, "Oh, why you doubt us?" And the way they were speaking like angels. I said, "We are sorry. We don't need a car." And the person never called to say, "Oh, Pastor, why are you saying this?" and all that. And anytime the so-called person who is outside the country with that magical number, when you try calling, you have access. But quickly, when you drop it, they will call. Our intelligence. But at the end of the day, we're also smart enough to outsmart them. Sometimes I say, when you are too smart, somebody is smarter than you. So let's be private, protect ourselves. Not everyone wants what is best for you. Some even want you dead.
Exactly.
Gone and forgotten.
Yeah.
Do you believe you have enemies?
Of course.
Okay, so
yes. Everyone.
People think, "Oh, I don't have enemies. I don't care." I mean,
in fact, everyone, if you are listening to me, everyone
that's right.
has an enemy.
That's right.
Even when you look at creation, God was private somewhere. So when it comes to the how, I don't know how to put it, but the devil want to claim supremacy because he think he knows everything about the master. But there's one thing that he can't do, and that is private.
Yeah.
That was private too.
Your secret is your power.
Exactly.
We've said enough. That was David Santos, my co-host. Welcome to Mpɔtam Morning Show. I'll be right back. I'll be profiling Honorable Kojo Bonso, and then we'll have Honorable Razak Abdul Hussein, the NDC Secretary for Medina constituency. I'll be right back.
Lion of Judah, you are the one who parted the Red Sea. You are the one who parted the Red Sea. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one. Yeshua, Hamashiach, Lion hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Sing hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Hallelujah. Amen. Sing.
All right, hallelujah, amen. What a God we serve. All right, so this is Mpɔtam morning show with Papa Law Perfect on Papa Law Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. Stick and stay right here. The best is yet to come. I'm going to profile this great man. Ghana has experienced a lot of this great men, this young crop of ministers and politicians who have been with us. So today, in our journey, in our course to get the best presidential candidate for the opposition, the biggest opposition party in Ghana. In politics, we will say government in waiting. I have the privilege to profile this great honorable man, Honorable Kojo Bonsu. Honorable Kojo Bonsu. Yesterday, we dealt with President Mahama, former President Mahama. Today, I'm dealing with Honorable Kojo Bonsu. Kojo Bonsu is a Ghanaian businessman, sports administrator, and politician who served as the Metropolitan Chief Executive, MCE of the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, KMA, from 2013 to 2016. He's a member of the National Democratic Congress. Bonsu is a native of Ofinso, a town in the Ashanti region of Ghana. He had his ordinary in 1974 and 1979. In 1981, Bonsu then moved to the Drayton team. He enrolled into their football business unit at Herzogenaurach, Germany, and in the process obtained a diploma in sports and assistant marketing officer. He rose to become the kit makers manager in Ghana and the whole of Africa and the Ghana Football Association, especially or specifically the Ghana Football National Team. He's a former director of Tamale-based club Real Tamale United. Bonsu was also an executive member of Asante Kotoko. In 2003, he launched his bid for Kwesi Nyantechi, an executive member of Accra Heart of Oak. Vincent Odute, a former FA vice chairman. Joseph Adekoka, a former executive council chairman. He subsequently lost to Kwesi Nyantechi in the elections in December 2005. Mayor Kojo Bonsu interacting with U.S. Ambassador Robert P. Jackson during his visit to Kumasi in January 2010. Bonsu was appointed board chairman of the National Sports Authority, then a council under the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Bonsu is known to have spearheaded the rebranding of the Sports Council until it subsequently became a sports authority. Bonsu served as a board member for Ghana Oil Company, that is Goya, from July 2000 to 2015. He also became acting managing 16 years. He served as managing director role from July 2011 to February 2012 into order for his decision to take Nana Jinim Boateng, Manhine, of the KJTR project board without giving a notice to Otumfuo Nana Osei Tutu, the African lifestyle magazine that was founded in 2001. Ahead of the 2020 elections in September 2018 towards the National Democratic Congress presidential primaries, he declared his intention to contest as party's presidential candidate. In 2018, he announced his decision to drop out of the race for the role, and through his support to whoever would emerge winner at the end of the primaries. He is an avid supporter of Ghanaian-based club Kumasi Asante Kotoko, contesting with his former boss.
Yeah.
That is former President John Dramani
Mahama.
In fact, Kojo became famous, or he trended for a very good reason.
Yes, when he was
appointed as the Kumasi Metropolitan Mayor.
Yes,
and it was a great job.
Yes, yes.
I got to know more about him when he was appointed for that particular position.
Yeah. If you look at
we have other mayors, but
yes,
I think he did a great job.
Yes, even if you look at those who work as a chief executive for Kumasi, he is being considered as one of the best. Yes, in Kumasi. So
he has a rich history.
Yes,
I like businessmen trying to take the reins of government. We are tired of the academia. Yes.
Oh, okay. You also have a good point.
We keep following them keenly. You realize that most of them have disappointed. The lawyers have disappointed us. And academia, when it comes to the scholars, they have also disappointed.
Scholars? So far, we I don't know, but it seems we have 2 scholars.
Professor Mills?
Yes.
And Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay, so those 2.
In retrospection, they have not disappointed. They did their best.
Yes. If you look at the work that Kwame Nkrumah did, you and I can contest or can say that he has done a very good job.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to Professor Mills,
he was doing well.
Before
inflation.
Yes, before sadly
he passed on.
Yes, so
may his gentle soul rest in peace. I will never forget this one, because we shared the same birthday. Anytime my birthday is here, I missed it. Because during that year, 2012, we had celebrated 21st, which was a Saturday, and Tuesday he passed on. It was so painful.
That's bad.
And so Honorable Kojo Bonsu had been in the system for some time now.
Yeah.
So he is not here to experiment.
Not
He's coming with experiential knowledge.
Yeah.
He's coming with a lot of experience.
Yeah, but when we come,
remember he had issues with the Kumasi Traditional Council.
Yeah.
When he decided not to inform Otumfo about his decision to take one of the Amoahine of one of the towns in the Ashanti region, and so they saw it as disrespectful to the the one who is in charge of the throne. Yes. Anytime you disrespect a chief in the Ashanti region, you disrespected the main man. We are talking about the man who sit on the Sikajwa.
Yeah.
The golden stool.
The golden stool.
Yes. Otumfo Osei the second.
The second.
Yeah. And so how do you see the chances of Kojo Bonsu in this race?
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. In fact, if you look at the profile of Kojo Bonsu, he has done so well.
That's right.
But what I can say is that it's a good step that he's taken. Because if you look at his profile, a lot of his doing has been a sideline from the political field.
That's right.
Yes. He was only popular he was popular 2013 when
he was appointed
as a chief executive mayor for Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly.
That's right.
And so if you look at his profile, it tells you that his doing in the political field is not much. That is what I can say.
That's right.
Because yesterday we profile John Dramani Mahama, the former president.
That's right.
You can see that he projected himself when it comes to the political field.
That's right.
That's right. But if you look at Kojo Bonsu, he has done so well when it comes to his office and other things that he has been.
That's right.
He has been doing, but that is outside the political field.
That's right.
Now that he is taking stand to do more for when it comes to the political aspect.
That's right.
It's a good step that he has taken, because in this country, before people will be able to before you can get more followers,
That's right.
unless they see you much doing well when it comes to the political aspect.
That's right.
So it's a good step that Kojo Boso has taken. But I just want him to know that his chance of winning is not going to be
It's
right
slim.
now.
It's slim.
Yes.
But in politics, you don't always win during your first. I mean, it's not that easy.
Yes.
You have to be there for some time.
So that is what I'm saying.
The MPP, Kwamena AGA Japan.
Japan.
It's been in the system since 2008.
So you see this person
Yes,
like that.
I think 2007 during the Legon Congress.
Okay, that is
Yes.
2007.
Yes.
Okay.
He was part of the 16 contenders.
Yes,
at the time.
yes,
And
that's
he was
true.
the youngest among
them.
Yes. And he's still pushing. And somebody will say, why are you wasting money? Stop this and do other things.
Yes.
But he's still pushing because in politics, the more you become consistent, the more people celebrate you and take you very seriously.
Very good. So that is what I'm saying.
That's right.
And so as you were saying about
So he will be in the system.
Yes.
That is if he still have the drive.
that is it.
And it takes a lot of tenacity to stand your ground and be pushing all these years. Look at Kwamena AGA Japan.
Japan.
Since 2007.
Yes.
And we are in 2023.
Yes.
And he's still pushing. It takes few people to have that zeal, to
And
do
even
that.
each and every election, it seems the people love him so much to the extent that they are still maintaining him. Look at the time that Kennedy Japan came to office and still remaining as an MP.
That's right.
And he's still doing so many things.
That's right.
When it comes to the MPP, he is regarded as one of the face.
Yeah.
Because when they get to a difficult task, he is the one
He
that
do
is
the
sent.
dirty work.
Yes.
In fact, when it comes to doing the dirty work, he's always there.
You see, so a lot.
That's right. That's
So
right.
a lot of people knew Kennedy
So
Japan.
he's the damage controller. He comes to control the damage that has been caused.
You see, so this person, so now it has become three people who are going to in fact disturb each other.
That's right.
He's part of the top three.
That's right.
So
That's right.
it's a good chance or a good step that Kojo Boso has taken.
yeah.
So, but it should be in his mind.
So you think around 2020 when he declared his intentions to contend around 2018, it was 2018. Yes.
Yeah, that's 2018. Yeah.
Yes, he wanted to, contest. And some way, somehow, he had to pull out.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, no, we were waiting for you to contest.
Yeah.
And some way, somehow, he's back again. And this time, he had kept to his word. He's still in the race. And that's the joy of the supporters of Kojo Bonsu.
In fact,
and he's gotten the blessing of the chiefs.
Oh,
In politics,
yes,
when
yes,
the chiefs gives you their blessing, you are good to go.
You are good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could have been something that I could say is that is a smart move.
That's right.
In 2018, that's 2018.
That's right.
If he has the courage to file for the presidential race, that could have given him
a lot of
numbers,
popularity.
Yes,
that's true.
Adding that
That's
to
true.
2024,
That's true.
it could have been great.
That's true.
It could have
That's
been great.
true.
But all the same, there's still chance.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
It's not easy to even vie for assembly
Sure.
member position. You know the amount of money that goes into this. Razak, the secretary we spoke to, the NDC secretary for
Madina
constituency, made it clear that gradually, politics is becoming money.
Yes.
It's all about money. If you don't have the money to call the shot, forget it. And nobody's ready to sacrifice for you.
No,
if you don't have the money.
No.
So I've come to believe that
It's a game of chance.
yes,
That's
it's
what
a
he
game
said.
of chance, and it's all about money.
Yeah.
The one who can pay more wins at the end of the day. That is the danger. The path we are cutting is so dangerous that in the near future, if you are not careful drug barons, armed robbers, and the likes.
Yeah.
Those recalcitrant ones, those stubborn people in society who take charge when it comes to the reign of government in our dispensation, which is not too pleasant for us and the coming generation. So I think it is high time we, double up our steps by educating the people. That is why on this platform we love to educate, not just talk politics
sure.
and lie to Ghanaians and just
not
go.
at all.
We actually want to educate the people.
Yeah.
This is the man NDC want to vote for. Some want to vote for, I should say.
Yeah, sure.
Or people want him to be, because I always say that in politics, everybody has the support base.
Yeah.
It can be one or two or three. They still have the support.
Yes.
And interestingly, some delegates will decide to vote for Honorable Kojo Bonsu. So you can't take anybody out when it comes to politics. Politics, you must get everything right. Politically, you must be right. And every vote matters to a politician. The only time I see most politicians showing respect and reverence or honor to citizens is when they need your vote. I heard this story just yesterday. One of the contesting MPs, the NDC MPs within a catchment area, visited. I'm forced to mention the constituency, but for a very good reason.
Okay.
The woman happens to be one of the executives, the branch executives, and she said this contesting MP came with his team and said, listen, this weekend Destiny is at work.
Wow.
And so I came to the house for you to vote for me. It was a straight bullet fired. He said, I want you to vote for me. So he gave money and other stuff to the woman. The woman said, I've taken it, but I'm going to vote against him. All right, so this is Mpɔtam Morning Drive. Me, myself, and I, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. My producer, Jude GH, and my co-host, Jude, David Santos. All right, so a bit about Kojo Bonsu so that we go on the line and speak to one of the executives.
Yeah. So as I was saying, he has a chance, and so this is the time for him to be projecting himself when it comes to the political field. And so we want to see more, because apart from 2013, where he became the chief executive officer, you can't say much when it comes to the political field. But he has done
but he's very vociferous.
Yes.
I mean, he speaks his mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
was a thorn in the flesh of MPP when they were in power. So he's a force to reckon with.
Yeah, sure. And if you look at, it seems in the party, people also love him, because in 2018 they said they are waiting for him to contest, and so you can see. And then this 2024 too, it seems he has a lot of blessings, so that should give him that morale of him.
That's right. And even the chiefs have given him their blessing.
And you know the number of people who are following chiefs.
I'm telling you.
So that should tell you that he's in the right
path. So it's going to be tough.
Yes.
All right, so let me acknowledge our sponsors. Nana One Shoes. We deal in all kinds of shoes for kids and adults. So contact Nana One Shoes on 0256836112. 0256836112. Nana One Shoes will give you the best and nothing else. Locate us at Community 11, directly opposite Community 11 school complex. All right, so when it comes to photography, it is Shabba Rich Photography. Shabba Rich Photography, all kinds of photography, passport size photograph, photo shoots, weddings, engagement, birthday parties, and all that. We are available any day, anytime for your photograph. So contact us on 0244671593. 0244671593. So when it comes to bears, I'm referring to chicken. Everybody chew chicken. All right, so we have eggs and chicken for you. So we have pigs for sale. Pigs for sale. Our pigs are healthy. Our chicken are healthy. They are all healthy. Very healthy. All right, so contact us on 0243446455. 0243446455. 0243446455. All right, so the best is yet to come. God keep you and protect you. May the hand of the Lord rest upon you. May God touch you from the crown of your head to the very soles of your feet. I want you to hit the share button, share the broadcast on your page, on your timeline. Send the link to your friends. The best is yet to come.
Your word is your word.
Greetings to the whole of Ghana and DC, you and your executives. God bless you and keep you and protect you. May God help you through this electioneering process.
Hallelujah.
I want the NDC to shame the MPP. I want this particular Congress to be, I don't know if it's Congress or conference. It's Congress.
That is a Congress.
That's right. So it's Congress.
Yeah.
Because that's when you have larger
Yes, please.
group of people
Yeah.
coming together. So I want it to be violence free.
Yeah.
Because gone are the days when the NDC was tagged as a party of violence.
Yes.
Violence.
Yes. Yeah.
If you are not a violent person, you can't
You
join
can't
the
be.
NDC. But times have changed.
Yeah, sure.
So let me go on the phone and then speak with the secretary for Medina constituency, NDC secretary for Medina constituency, an articulate, secretary. And no wonder he's the secretary. In fact, yesterday, the way he was running through the whole thing. Honorable, you're welcome to Papa Law Radio. This is Mpɔtam morning show.
Apostle, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, Honorable?
By God's grace, we are doing well.
We thank God.
And I hope same with your team and the crew there.
Everybody's bouncing well. We are all doing very, very well. God is good. Allah has been good to us.
Allah, we thank God.
I hope the family is fine.
By His grace.
We
By His
thank
grace.
God. We thank God. Honorable, we've just profiled Honorable Kojo Bonso. Briefly, what can you say about Honorable Kojo Bonso and what he brings on the table, the expertise he's bringing on the table, so that the delegate will dwell upon and give him the nod to be your presidential candidate? And if peradventure he wins the nod or the nod is given to him, what do you think he will bring on the table?
Wow. Let me use this opportunity to first and foremost say we give thanks and glory to Almighty Allah God for blessing us with such a beautiful day today.
That's right.
And also let me greet your entire listeners cut across the world who
That's
are
right.
also listening or tuning in online at this point in time.
That's right.
Honorable Kojo Bonso is also an NDC person. When we talk of names that, as soon as they mention, you could easily
Relate.
identify
That's
them
right.
or trace them into the party as National Democratic Congress. Is one of those such names.
I agree.
And within Kumasi itself, and not just within Kumasi, if you take the entire country, when you mention Kojo Bonso, there might be a lot of Kojo Bonso.
Kojo Bonsu, but the only Kojo Bonsu. Yeah. And this is a local name. Yes, and this is a local name.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a local name that there are a lot of Kojo Bonso, but the only Kojo Bonso, when you mention, even if you are referring to another person else, as long as you mention Kojo Bonso, the bells rings and it goes direct to the person that we are profiling today or you are talking about today.
That's right.
Especially when you are speaking within the political arena or
That's
political
right.
space.
That's right.
As soon as you mention Kojo Bonso, no, it's only one person that we all know. So he's somebody who is also deep within the party.
That's right.
And we all bear witnesses to what he did as a mayor for the Kumasi.
KMA, that's right.
And as he was a mayor, we know a lot of developmental
Projects.
activities. Please excuse me for a minute.
That's fine. That's fine. We
You know the
understand.
kids
We've
this
all
morning,
been
they are
kids
preparing
before.
to school and-
Don't worry.
So,
We
like I
understand.
was saying, when you look at his tenure
Mhm.
as the mayor for the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly,
That's right.
and you look at the success in terms of developmental projects,
That's right.
he might be given an appointment by the head, which is the president.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have been given an appointment and you as a person or individual, you do not have that foresight or that vision,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way you can achieve anything there.
That's right. That's right.
You achieve together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever fund or whatever, let me say, concession or say aid or support that comes in, you as a leader will go and lobby and then go into partnership with the team from your head who appointed you.
That's right.
And I know at one point in time, he worked hand in hand with the former president, His Excellency, the late Professor Mills.
That's right.
And then the current former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Mm.
And somebody will ask, why today?
So
Someone that you have worked
So
for.
he's contesting his own boss. That's
Yes,
politics.
he's
That
contesting
makes
his own boss.
politics interesting.
Exactly. And this is where we always say democracy, that's the beauty of democracy.
That's right. That's right.
Irrespective of, yes. And these are about the requirements of our constitution.
That's right.
When you take the Ghanaian constitution as well as the internal party's constitution itself. It's once you qualify, once you meet the entire requirements, you no one, absolutely no one will prevent you or block you from not contesting. But however, like I said, if you look at the Ratri Park in Kumasi, the KJTR market, the Sofo line touching that was started by President Kufuor that we came to continue on. If you look at the Afariwa Military Hospital, or in other words, 37 Military Hospital Annex in Kumasi, you look at the various E-blocks within the Kumasi enclaves.
That's right.
You look at the some re-asphalting of certain roads within the Kumasi enclaves. And then you look at certain water project expansion that took place within Kumasi. Look at all these things. You still will be giving Honorable Kojo Bonso some sort of credit. Because it was under his leadership or tenure that we saw such capability. So,
All right. So, Honorable, sorry to cut it. All these achievements, he was not even in charge of a whole ministry. It's just an agency like a metropolitan assembly, and he did this great work. So I think he must be applauded for that. Yes,
absolutely.
Please
and
go
then
ahead.
when you look at when you compare the ministry and then the agency, mostly it is the agency that do the implementation of the actual work.
That's right. That's right.
The ministry only facilitates it and get in the mobilization in terms of resources. And once it comes and it trickles down to the agency, which
That's
is
right.
the assembly, that place is the most crucial moment.
And that is where
So
corruption is deeply rooted.
Exactly. It will be difficult to get all those implemented. So this is where I would say Kojo Bonso is one of the credible people, as you say to say.
He's a top-notch person when it comes to the assembly arrangement and development.
Yes. So when you don't you cannot take away that from him. Looking at weighing the sort of or the level of development that project. He's done a lot of work within the Ashanti enclave, and you see, he also qualifies. There's no two ways about that.
That's right.
When you take the constitution and pair the requirements and the guidelines of the 2023 presidential primaries, as set by the National Executive Committee, which is NEC, he qualifies. He meets all the requirements. Yes. So there's no doubt, absolutely no doubt, in terms of he contesting or maybe being given the opportunity or the chance to contest party's tickets. So he does qualify.
So Honorable Razak is confidently saying officially that they have the men. You guys have the men, right?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes, Apostle. You kind of refresh my mind.
That's right.
Or my memory. When you talk of we have the men. Honestly speaking, there's no way. And I'm saying Ghanaian and the international community at large.
That's right.
when you talk of we have the men, there's no way the New Patriotic Party can compare themselves to that of the NDC.
That's a strong statement. Wow.
Yes. And else, they know very well.
In terms of
But
delivery.
because today we are discussing the profiling of Kojo Bonsu.
That's right.
Honorable Kojo Bonsu.
That's right.
I wouldn't want to go much to that end. But then I would just, if we are to even compare on that same status, in
That's
terms of
right.
we have the men.
That's right.
I would even say the very people that the former President Kufuor used, there are still some good ones there that you can even refer to them that they have the men.
That's right.
But what we are seeing or what we've witnessed over the 6 to 7 country at the moment, because if you become a president, as soon as you are elected or immediately the citizens give you the nod, you cease to be a president for a mere political party.
That's right.
Or groups belongs to. Once you are president for the state. In that direction, you end up getting the result. Because at the end of the day, you go out there to get there. We have the men in terms of the competence and experience.
So it's not
everybody
just
in this country know.
So it's not just a political talk. We are talking about delivery and competence.
Exactly. They can do the what it takes for the person to discharge his duty eloquently, competently, experience-wise. These are what we're talking about. So we have the men, NDC, absolutely. If you take even sometimes I look at some of our professors, the so-called, excuse me to say, professors, economics and the rest, sometimes some of them, the people within the country today that talks about economy within the very enclave of the MPP, sometimes when they speak, you look at them and you begin to ask yourself, Ghana, you understand I'm
let me chip this one in on a lighter note. I am of a firm belief that our mothers in the market know economics than some so-called, it's a general statement I'm making, some so-called PhD in economics students or professors.
Apostle, you are 100% right.
I'm humbled.
I'm telling you, you are more than 100% right. You know why?
Tell us.
Our mothers in the market believes that she goes to Techima to purchase tomatoes.
That's right.
It's a box of tomatoes at 100 cities within this very period of time, and she transports the tomatoes, and her charges in terms of transportation will cost her just maybe 5 cities.
That's right.
So in all, she's spending about 105 cities all the way from the purchase point to the delivery center, where
That's
she'll
right.
come and then disperse it in terms of selling it in units, in small units. And by the time she'll finish selling, she'll end up making maybe 205 cities.
That's right.
She had ended up making additional profit of 100 cities. And when you ask our mother, she'll be able to tell them, you get it.
She's already aware that this is the money I have. This is what I'm going to get at the end of sales.
Exactly.
And our politicians, so-called economics students or gurus, as they call themselves, cannot even tell you how much we are going to receive at the end of a business season. Or
exactly so.
That's right. You are right.
You see, when let me borrow Professor Mpɔtam Boateng's statement that he made just a few days back. He said it was only in politics that he joined.
Wow.
That he realized that 1 + 1 is equal to 2x, meaning that the x will represent anything else.
That's right.
And in the ordinary system or ordinary sector, when you say 1 + 1, we all know it's 2. So honestly speaking, I strongly have even of conviction with the current crop of leadership or appointees that we have.
That's right.
If the country's economy should be turned into the hands of our mothers in the market, they will perform better than even the current appointees that we are seeing today. Let's go back to Honorable Kojo Bonsu.
That's right.
Honorable Kojo Bonsu stands tall. There's no two doubts about that.
Okay.
And is a top-notch politician. But if I, from my own point of view and the various research and analysis that I've come across, he's trailing behind.
Okay.
That's a fact.
As of now.
Yes, as of now. And I have not seen Honorable Kojo Bonsu touring any constituency in Greater Accra here.
So what is the purpose of his he trying to contest?
So if there is any constituency, I'm yet to hear that
See one.
Greater Accra. Yeah. I'm even limiting myself to Greater Accra. I'm not even
His
going
own
to other
region.
regions. His own region, as we speak. I'm limiting myself to Greater Accra and Ashanti region.
Okay.
In Greater Accra, as we speak, we have 34 constituencies that made up of the Greater Accra region. But as we speak, I'm in any other constituency out of the 34 in Greater Accra here.
Wow.
And even in his own birth region, I have my checks, and my check goes to prove that there are most of the constituencies that I checked through as at now, confirmed that he has not even been to their constituency.
Wow.
So one will begin to ask him or herself that is he serious about his contest, or is he coming?
Is he just building? Is it he building his CV ahead of time?
That is what some of us would want to even say.
Believe, okay.
But all that I saw or have seen so far has to do with huge billboards of his.
I'm telling you,
mounted cut across certain vantageous points. And
so
this is where I will even. I was one time having a conversation with some colleagues, and I was telling them I would have preferred and loved would have put all those monies together and even come look at the two contenders.
That's right.
Among the three,
That's
which
right.
is part, and see the person that has the requisite experience.
That's right.
And then come and hand over that resources to and say, my brother,
this is my support.
I'm bringing this to you. Yes, my support.
Because the money, the fee alone is a lot. The fee you guys charge is a lot of money.
Also, for the fee, there, I will not fault him because party no hianska.
The party needs money. I like your confidence. You are too real.
so that one there, I won't fault him. But
so the party took advantage to get the money.
Exactly. You know, they are four in number. There's the one, this young, fantastic guy.
Oh, okay.
I've forgotten the name. Who was also part. He even filed. He even paid the money.
Wow.
After paying, he came out and said that looking at the contest, he believes that he still have more former presidents. Okay,
so at least at the end of the day, he's been able to push money or pump money into the whole agenda.
Yes,
so one day at least he can get appointment. Yes,
exactly.
Politicians are too smart.
Based on because he has done that, but if you look at him from his message and from his background, he's an experienced person.
That's right.
He's an experienced person and he's an expert in terms of the field that he belongs to. So I have been given some sort of appointment to manage somewhere and get the country the results that the good citizen of this country require or needs.
All right, Honorable, my final question. In July 2016, Honorable Kojo Bonsu vacated his office and resigned after the Kumasi Traditional Council called him to order for his decision to take Nana Jenim Boateng, the Amwamanhini of the KJTR project board, and without giving notice to Otumfo, say to the second, the Asantehini, and the next thing is he has resigned. What are his chances, looking at his pedigree, somebody who had come through from the back door as a business person, worked with Adidas for some time, came to handle some football issues here in the country and all that, and today he's a staunch member of the NDC, and so far he's done a lot in the then Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, and today he's here to become the flag bearer of this great party. How do you see his chances?
Thank you, Apostle. I always say politics is dynamics, and Ghanaians are discerning.
That's
and
right.
Day in, day out, Ghanaians continue to discern. If there will be any curls in this country, it will come from the media landscape, especially the journalists and the presenters.
That's right.
I will urge all of us, it's high time we speak to issues. It's
truth.
high time we say it as it is.
That's right.
Without missing words. The truth and the fact of the matter is that Kojo Bonsu does not have or does not stand any chance in terms of winning this flag bearership.
That's right.
And these are the words from the grounds. These are the voices from the grounds. These are these comments and statements from the very people who are going to involve in the voting.
So fear delegates.
The very people who are the delegates.
We should fear them. We should fear them.
Yes.
More than the ghost.
Absolutely, exactly. You fear them more than the ghost. But this one, I'm saying it's very raw. I'm being raw here and I'm being factual here. I don't want to miss words.
That's right.
Because where I stand as the constituency secretary, my interactions, my engagements with the various, let me say, with the 2,763 delegates.
Within your constituency. That's right.
Yes, within my constituency. Kodobonso has no chance here.
Wow. So percentage wise, is going to get the 0 point something, eh?
I'm yet to come to the percentage wise.
All right.
But when I move out of my comfort zone, which is Medina, to the entire Greater Accra enclave, which is the 33 remaining constituencies, where we normally have our meetings, where we are all invited as executives, we meet with all other colleagues from other constituencies, and even at that place, the interaction, nobody seems to mention Kodobonso's name.
Wow.
You know why? Because he has not visited any of such constituencies. He has not taught in any of their constituencies. So people tend to even forget that he's part of the race.
Wow.
It is only when we come to the media landscape where we discuss and we try to mention all the three.
That's right.
People do mention Papa Dufo simply because he has taught and he has had some sort of engagement with the various constituencies.
That's right.
So the fact still remains. Kojo, as it stands here, even right in Greater Accra and Ashanti region, I'm limiting these two. I don't want to go to the remaining 14 regions, but just these two. From my intel and my background checks,
that's right.
It doesn't have or stands
any chance
to make it, to pull any even or maybe any difference.
That's right.
And percentage-wise, I wouldn't be surprised. Kodobonso would be somewhere 0.0, say 0.0 something percent.
Wow.
You will not even get 1%. That's a fact.
Amazing.
Even within the Kumasi enclave itself, I can tell you on authority, the former President Mahama will lead in Kumasi and followed by Dr. Papa Dufo.
Wow. That's amazing.
But when you look at the two, Dr. Dufo and then Kodobonso, you might say they are all coming from the Ashanti region.
That's right.
And naturally, we normally say once that is your birthplace or your stronghold, that should be your stronghold because that's where you come from. That's right. But even there, Kodobonso, I doubt. Because there are constituencies within the Ashanti region that have tried to cross-check or maybe I've got in touch with them. You know, we are all placed on a national platform where we have all the 275 constituency secretaries. That's right. Where we normally interact, we exchange ideas, we talk to each other, one another, and the rest. That's right. And for my checks and my conversation with the few constituencies that I've spoken to in Ashanti region, goes to prove to the fact that he has not even taught in those regions. That's amazing. But I was seeing his strategy is more of the billboards, advertisements. The
billboard, all of us have seen them across the country.
I will advise, immediately after the primaries, you should also come on board, just as his predecessors did in terms of Professor Joshua.
That's right. That's right.
Dr. Spiogabra.
Politics is dynamic. It's dynamic because I now see
Professor
Alabi now the campaign manager for.
Have you seen the research done by Dr. Spiogabra?
Not yet. I've not chance on it.
Dr. Spiogabra happens to be my boss, and he happens to be somebody that I've worked closely with.
That's right.
And I take some sort of inspirations
from him. That's right.
He's a genuine man.
I like it.
Is genuine. You see, for Rollins to appoint you,
that's right. You must possess some characters,
some certain character and qualities in you before Rollins will accept to work with you. That's right. Papa Rollins, the late and the founder. So Honorable Spiogabra is very deep. And I just read the research that he dropped in his press that he did, I think a day before yesterday or a day or so. And when we are done, I'll share that piece with you.
All right. All right. So and that I go through it.
The things that he cataloged or through the research he arrived at, you could see that the man is being real.
That's
and
right.
he's being honest. I always say today, where our politicians or especially leaders within the political enclave or space are taking this country to, it will take a bold and courageous and charismatic
Leader.
direction of you, the media people,
That's right.
to be able to bring this country back
On
its
track.
toes.
That's right. That's right.
And how are you going to do that? It is only from now when you start to condemn what is wrong.
That's right.
That is the only time you can get the opportunity to condemn any other future government.
That's right. That's right.
But today, as we speak, there are some journalists. I know the next NDC administration, they dare not even open their mouth because they will not be spared.
Sure.
They will
Sure.
be taken to the cleaners. Because for the last 6 or 7 years to 8 years now, everybody, including the entire world, have
That's right.
witnesses their stance and have witnesses the type of poor journalism and presentation that they put to this country
Yeah.
or they offer to this country.
That's right.
Where some of them have turned into deaf and dumb people. They don't talk, see no evil, speak no evil.
That's right.
Nothing.
But
So
the
we
government
start the
says
character.
through the national security, see
Exactly.
something, say something. So when we
we
see
started-
something, we will say something. Something
Yes.
sensible, of course.
With such a display of opulence,
That's right.
bias, how do you then come tomorrow and come and talk or speak to certain ills within society in
That's right.
a different government?
That's
you
right.
can't.
That's
you
right.
dare not.
That's right.
Because I can assure you, the next NDC administration will be very, 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 very tough.
I'm telling you.
It will be very, very tough because certain standards has been set by this current administration. And whatever that goes around
Comes around.
certainly comes around.
That's right. Honorable,
There's still time
that's right.
for journalists to begin to do the right thing.
We'll
It's
do
work
just
for the
that.
country and
That's
not for
right.
individual politicians.
That's right. We'll do just that. I wanted to ask you about the state of the economy, but because of time, we'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be profiling Dr. Dufo, and we'll call you. And when we are done, you do a general assessment of the economy so far. I want to say thank you very much on behalf of our listeners and viewers across the globe.
It's always a pleasure.
God bless you. We are so grateful. So we'll
Bless you
speak with you again. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, so that was Honorable Razak Abdul. What a man. Indeed, he is a real secretary. He has the fact, he has the information, he has the fact and figures. He has provided us with fact and figures, proper and better particulars. You are one of a kind. So the NPP now has the men. The NDC also has the men. We'll see how it goes. It's time for sports with Eric Mans, the one and only. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Papa.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very fine.
I'm bouncing around. You can see.
Yes.
Your people are gone.
Yes.
So you have people who are passion for football.
Yes, they travel all the way to, now they're going to, I think, 3 other African countries, Ivory Coast, Senegal, and Mali, before they go back to UAE. This is their first time.
Wow.
They know that the Europeans are dominating.
That's right.
Yeah, so they also have to.
Like Kamala came.
Yeah.
She realized that Russia and China are gradually taking over Africa.
So
the resources, they have to come and take their fair share.
Exactly. So
That's amazing.
That is why they have to travel all the way.
Wow.
to Africa.
We just spoke to the secretary, NDC secretary for Madina constituency, and even though somebody will say, me, I don't do politics, sports must be infused into their political,
we always,
I
think even
policies.
when they are coming with their manifesto,
That's right.
they always have a
Have to
section for
scrutinize
sports.
it.
Yeah, they always have sports.
Because the attention given to sport in our country in general. Now the concentration is on football. Why?
Papa, I think looking at the in-bring from various sectors, yes, sports dominates when it comes to the sports.
The interest.
Yes, the interest. And
And that's where the money is, eh?
Exactly.
But I've seen table tennis players who are rich. Federer or something.
The Federer and,
yes.
and the
The guys,
yes.
I mean.
Our part of the world, we haven't really developed that standard, yes. And much more focuses on the football
What
side.
about the boxing? The
boxing was used to be one of the top sports in the country.
That's right.
Until it started fading out because much attention wasn't being given.
Now the fever is gone, cry.
Yeah. Now those days
we don't have the men. Azuma, we stay awake. Make sure we watch
exactly.
Before.
But this time. We don't.
Is it Kunedu? We used to have
Nana
Kunedu or something.
I forgot the
yes.
I think we haven't really gotten a standard person like Azuma,
DK Poison,
and the rest. Yeah. So now those fighting, lots of them are fighting for the money, not like the pride. You could see Azuma was fighting for Ghana.
That's right.
See. Yes, and they went through the ranks through Olympics to get up to the world stage.
That's right.
But this boxers, they have a whole lot on their backs. So when they get opportunity, they just want to find their way out. Yes.
All right. So what do you have for us?
A lot, Papa. A lot is
happening. And Man City, my team.
Yes. Oh,
I used to be a Man U fan.
Now you switch.
But now I'm a Man City.
Welcome to the champion. Welcome to the champion. Yes, today
they
have a very crucial match in their football history against Real Madrid.
Real Madrid again.
Yes, again. Yeah, last year they had similar issue.
What's the secret about a Real Madrid when it comes to Champions League?
I think Real Madrid, they have the
because that's my team in Spain.
And Germany, you have any team?
Germany, I have Bayern Munich.
Okay.
Bayern Munich.
Yes. You go to France.
PSG. Because of Mbappe.
And Ghana.
Ghana, Kotoko.
Okay, all right.
The Reds.
So we know where you stand now, all right? Yes, so today a lot is happening in the world of sports.
Right.
Yes,
go ahead.
We'll be starting from Italy, yes. And Italy, a lot happened during the weekend. And now, the Nigerian champion, Osimhen, yes, who led Napoli to their first trophy in 33 years, yes, was also in there as well. And surprisingly, there are a lot of communication around social media that, Osimhen used to put on a mask, and now they are putting masks to dogs and specifically black dogs. So it has raised a lot of concern on social media about racism and a lot. But the chap is doing so well in Italy. So hopefully this particular season is still going to maintain in Italy or leave. That is the question we're going to ask later. Yes, still in Italy, there are lots of conversation coming into the Italian derby for the Champions League. All right, so AC Milan will be taking on Inter Milan tomorrow, and there's a lot of conversation for the past a decade. This is the first time they are meeting in the Champions League, and everyone is proof for this particular match. And the president of the Italian Football Federation has made it tomorrow is going to be a national interest. Yes, so all the televisions in Italy is going to show this particular match because it has a national interest and a national it's a national issue at heart. So definitely they are going to have some deliberation and issues on this particular match. All right, so we're switching carpet to France, and interestingly, there's a lot of conversation coming from France. Yes, Lionel Messi, who traveled to Saudi Arabia without permission from the PSG board. Yes, today started training. Yes, started training with the first team. He was given suspension and now back and started training. That is some interesting one because Lionel Messi, being the best player in the world now, has really generated a lot of conversation from the PSG. People are saying this might be his last chance in PSG and might be returning to have his last dance in Barcelona. So we'll be having some conversation on that as well. And yesterday as well, Lionel Messi won the Laurent Sportsman Award of the Year. So that is an interesting, surprisingly, the first player to do that on 2 occasions, and yesterday won 2 awards on that night. And Lionel Messi is the Laurent World Sportsman of the Year. So that is an interesting one coming from France. Yes, so this is how the France league table looks like. PSG still leading the league log, and Lens, yes, with the Ghanaian Samed in there as well, doing so well this particular season. They are second on the log. Marseille trying to make their mark in the European scene, also in there on the 3rd position with 70 points, and Monaco still fighting to make the top 4 of the France League One, and they are in the fourth position with 64 points. And Lille also in there with fifth position with 59 points. So that is some interesting one coming from the France side. Yes, and we'll be coming to England, as in England there's some conversation around English football. Yes, a lot is happening during the course of the week. Yes, they had to honor Prince Charles, and a lot of things came to being that there might be a ceremonial match for this particular one after the end of the season. So that should be for the football lovers. So they should keep that in their calendar, that there might be a ceremonial match. Probably the teams to be selected are still not known yet. All right. So still in England, Mohamed Salah also in the news. Yes, during the course of the week, he hits 100 goals, 100 home goals for the red side. That is the Anfield. Yes, that is Liverpool. Yes, so he hit 100 home goals for Liverpool. In the 21st century, he's the man to do that for the red side. Yes, the red Merseyside side. All right, so that is some interesting one. And still in England, there's a lot of conversation coming from England. There was a surprising match yesterday, and yes, still the top four in the bottom half of the table looks so interesting, because there's a lot coming at stake. All right, so in the top six of the English Premier League, Manchester City leading the league log with 82 points after 34 games. Yes, so they still have a game in hand, and they are now leading Arsenal. Should they win their match, the outstanding match, they are going to lead Arsenal 5 points. So that is an interesting one. Arsenal in there as well on the second position after beating Newcastle. Yes, the informed Newcastle. All right, Manchester United nearly dropping to their fifth position. Yes, after Liverpool beating Brentford 1-0, and Manchester United losing a vital win against West Ham. So West Ham is also out of the relegation battle and on the 15th position. Yes, so on the last button of the table, it looks like Southampton, yes, with our Ghanaian brothers, Salisu and Kamaldeen might be going on relegation. So it's really not confirmed, but left with only a few matches, then they will be confirmed. Should they lose their next match, it should be a done deal for them. Some Allardyce in the league as well. Now, Leeds United is 19th position. They might also be going on relegation. And Leicester City, surprisingly, yesterday, they also battling relegation, but people are still talking about some petty issue. They were also pushed into relegation, but they are 18th on the position as well. And Everton, yes, still they're trying to maintain in the league, still fighting for their spot. And the day you might be going on relegation. It's yet to be decided, but we are yet to give information on that as well. Yes, and welcome to the Champions League now. Let's do some Champions League news. Yes, some interesting news. Papa, do you remember Yaya Toure? Yes, there's some conversation with Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure's agent, yes, it's in the news. Some time ago, Yaya Toure's agent had fused with Pep Guardiola and cursed Manchester City for not winning the Champions League in their lifetime. Since Pep Guardiola is still the coach. And as it stands,
yes, I remember their fracas.
Exactly.
I remember.
As it stands now, yesterday it came out that he thinks that the Champions League curse has been lifted this season. So
that's interesting.
Interesting, but
wow.
Others are saying that
so this time they are going to beat the almighty Real Madrid
and win the Champions League.
White.
But there's still conversation from other angle that looking at how Manchester City is on form.
That's right.
That is why maybe this man
come out to say that the curse has been lifted.
Yes, so that when
that's
they win,
right.
people will say,
the curse has been lifted.
So he's just trying to be smart.
Africa and curses.
Exactly. So
my God.
And this particular man helped the Toure so much that he had to push the Toure up to the level. And the Toure now is the U18 coach for Tottenham.
Wow.
Yes, so still building his career. And his brother Kolo Toure was also in
that's
the
right.
He was given, I think, the first black man to be given an English job in the Champions League with Wigan. And he won only one
match and lost all.
And he has been sacked anyway.
Wow.
So that is still conversation. Yes, so in the Champions League, Real Madrid will be taking on your darling Manchester City today.
That's right.
Yes, and AC Milan and Inter Milan will be having the Italian derby.
With Haaland and the likes in there, no shaking.
No shaking. It's
possible today will shock Real Madrid.
Because looking at the last year, what happened? Real Madrid,
It was just a little mistake.
That is where Real Madrid have the upper hand.
That's right.
They've played the league. Even if a new player comes to the league, they have that zeal. And,
That's right.
They have, so playing for Real Madrid alone gives you that push that you can do anything. So
That's right.
that is the little thing I'm scared of. But looking at how
They are playing. They are really
this
on
season,
fire.
and last season, what happened?
That's right.
They had to travel all the way to England first to play Manchester City.
Okay.
And the last game had to be at Spain,
Okay.
Santiago Bernabeu.
Okay.
So when they come to your home, you have the upper hand.
That's right.
So looking at what happened,
Going there first and coming.
today they are playing Madrid
That's right.
first,
That's
and
right.
they will finish the game at home in the
That's
Etihad.
right.
So that is the conversation there, because Manchester City beat them at Etihad last season.
That's right.
They went to Real Madrid, Spain, and they were beaten. So that is the conversation now.
That's
so
right.
probably it might be a good fix for them.
Let's hope so.
That is interesting one. This might be Manchester City's season. We are yet to know. All right. So on the Spanish front, there's some interesting news coming up as well. Real Madrid, the new champions for the Copa del Rey. This has been like for the past 8 years. That is they've been missing this as yet. So they have Zinedine Zidane who came
That's
in
right.
and was losing this particular trophy back to back. He wasn't able to even progress to the quarterfinal. But this time around, with Sir Ancelotti in
At the same time, they were winning Champions League upon
So
Champions League.
They had a priority.
Football is something.
They had priorities that okay. So
Okay,
the main
this
focus
one we have to focus on
for
this.
it. So with this Copa del Rey, they play with those players who are on the bench. So they give them some minutes. All right. So last weekend there wasn't any league matches, but so far so good. Still, Real Madrid is still leading the Barcelona still leading the league log, and Atletico Madrid on the second position as well.
That's
Real
right.
Madrid has now moved from second position to third position.
Wow.
Should they lose the Champions League, then they might
The focus
will be then
Trying to be in the first four. That's a must.
exactly. So because they need to qualify for the Champions
That's
League,
right.
and they might not win the La Liga this
That's
season.
right.
So they might only go home with the Copa del Rey they
That's
won.
right.
So that is some interesting one coming from the Spanish camp. All right, so we'll be doing some African news, and when we are in Africa, we'll be doing some Ghana Premier League as well.
That's
So
right.
the Access Bank Division 1 League, yes. So the first team to qualify for the Premier League this season is Kwando Heart of Lions, and Heart of Lions being the first team to qualify for that particular this next season in Ghana Premier League. Is interesting. Yeah, on Sunday they had a very fantastic coronation in there that we have the president of the Ghana Football Association traveling all the way from Accra to go and honor them. Yes, so that is interesting one. And the under 23, yes, under 23 Morocco. That is the African Cup under 23. Also in your shot now. Now the groups has been set. Ghana find themselves in Group A with Morocco, Congo, and Guinea. Yes, so that is interesting. And Group B will be Egypt, Mali, Gabon, and Niger. Yes, so that is some interesting one. We'll be bringing you more updates on that. And still on the African front, let's do the under 17 African Cup of Nations, which is happening now in Morocco. And it's surprisingly that a lot of things are happening. Yes, because now how things stand now, Guinea. Yes, Guinea will be taking on. Senegal will be taking on South Africa. So that is some interesting one we should be keeping note of. Yes, so Nigeria also in there will be taking on Burkina Faso, and the winner will be qualifying for the semi-final also. Yes, so Morocco with Algeria. That's going to be the North African derby for the under 17. So that is some interesting one. We're bringing you more details going forward. And Mali and Congo will be also having their share on there as well. So the winner will be qualifying for the semi-final of that slot, and that is what is happening in the under 17 African Cup of Nations. So this is the result for the Ghana Premier League week 30. Yes, so the match day 30. It's almost time to be wrapping up the Ghana Premier League, and still Adriana Stars leading the Ghana Premier League. Yes, in there. All right. So Midiama and Bechem United had a very tight competition yesterday, and Midiama became the victors. They won the game 2-1 against Bechem United, and it's still surprisingly how things are folding up in the league. The best teams in the Ghana Hearts and Kotoko still can be found in the top 4. So that is an interesting one. Yes, Kotoko meet Bieni Gold Stars in the game ended in 1-1. Yes, and Accra Great Olympics are still trying to swear from relegation, beating Kotoku Royals and sending Kotoku Royals to the relegation. So Kotoku Royals, who qualified this season to the league, will be going on relegation and be playing the Division 1 league. So that is some interesting one coming into the league.
There's one particular name in the Premier League. Is it Insat?
Insatraman.
How can a foreign investor invest in this? But they have nice facilities.
Yes, they have nice facilities. Papa, they have a project. They wanted to be more like the Kumasi Center Kotoko when it comes to the Western North. Yes, so they wanted to be that brand.
Okay, so that it resonates with the people.
Exactly. So that is what they've. I think they've won the heart of the people. So in their games, one of the best stadiums to go. They have the numbers, so that is it. Yeah. So that is some interesting one coming from the world of sports. Yes. There are still interesting one, but maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Tomorrow we'll be doing
tomorrow
AC
have
Milan
a lot of time.
AC Milan
so that we stretch it. Tomorrow we'll give you 30 minutes.
That is okay.
Yeah.
Papa,
so that you do more.
There's a lot.
This Nigerian player,
Osimhen, yeah.
The guy is he's on fire.
On fire.
Now I think he's the most expensive player in the Italian.
He might be leaving the season. But the president of Napoli came out yesterday that it's 120 million euros or nothing.
He's not for sale.
For sale.
Indirectly,
exactly.
Because that is a lot of money.
A lot of money. Now the highest purchase player in the league.
So a Nigerian boy from somewhere now making
histories. And
he's
on
broken
Sunday,
records.
On Sunday, he broke a record. He's the first African to reach 25 goals in the Serie A. Yes, Eto was in Europe. Sorry, in Europe.
That's right.
Eto was holding that
title,
and now
that's amazing.
So if not for Haaland this season, he might be, let's say, the best striker in the world.
So what is wrong with Ghanaian players that any team they go and play, the less I mean, I don't know, for lack of better word, I mean those teams that are
the big clubs.
The smaller clubs every day relegation.
Our standard.
Can you imagine the captain of the Black Star, his team?
Yeah, it's fighting relegation.
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, they are fighting
relegation. And they are. It's possible they will be relegated.
Exactly. But I think the standard of our league has dropped, and football, it's
no more attractive.
It's everything has dropped. Everything has dropped now. You could see I had an interview with Dan Gray in the studio, and he was saying the same thing.
He said a lot.
The standard has,
and even at his age, he said they should give him first half. He will do it, and then
so
there will be a
attract
substitute.
People, like we have the Chastela, just to push them out there so they can drop people.
One player we never gave attention to, and we missed our mercy in him.
Yeah.
Was Charles Taylor, the other guy, Don Botte.
Yes.
And then Ishmaelado. All right. I love to be here when they come. I just want to ask them one or two. In fact, you are doing well. Keep it up. Thank you. That was sports by Eric Menz, the professor of sports. So we'll go for a quick break and we'll be right back. All right. This is Papa Law Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. Stick and stay right here. God keep you and protect you. So a quick one before we do the newspaper review. Let's go for the depot right, because I'm going to interview this great man, a man I love so much. I had a brief chat with him yesterday on the phone, Mr. Isaac Tete. He's the assembly member. He's the assembly member for one of the electoral areas. So we'll speak with him and then take his view concerning the depot. So the depot rite is arguably one of the most popular yet criticized traditional festival and practice in Ghana, yet one of the most attended events in the country, receiving huge patronage from tourists. The traditional festivals is celebrated by the people of Odumase Krobo in the eastern region of Ghana. The festival is celebrated in the month of April every year. The festival is used to usher virgins into puberty or womanhood. We all knew about puberty right when we were in school, and it signifies that a participating girl is of age to be married. Parents, upon hearing announcement of the rite, send their qualified girls to the chief priest. However, these girls will have to go through rituals and tests to prove their chastity before they qualify to partake in the festival. On the first day of the rite, the girls have their hair shaved and dressed with cloth around their waist to just their knee level. This is done by a special ritual mother, and it signifies their transition from childhood to adulthood. They are paraded to the entire community as initiate, that is Dipoyo. Early the next morning, the chief priest gives the initiate a ritual bath. He pours libation to ask for blessings for the girls. He then washes their feet with the blood of a goat which their parents presented. This is to drive away any spirit of barrenness. The crucial part of the rite is when the girls sit on the sacred stone. This is to prove their virginity. However, any girl found to be pregnant or not a virgin is tested by the community and does not entice a man from the tribe. The girls are then housed for a week where they are given training on cooking, housekeeping, and childbirth and nurture. The ritual mothers give them special lessons on seduction and how their husbands will expect to be treated. They learn the clamor dance, which will be performed on the final day of the rite. After the 1 week schooling, they are released and the entire community gathers to celebrate their transition into womanhood. They are beautifully dressed in kente cloth, accessorized with beads around their waist, neck, and arms. With singing and drumming, they perform the clamor dance. At this point, any man interested in one of them can start investigating her family. It is assumed that any lady who partakes in the rite not only brings honor to herself but to her family at large. It is done to initiate young women into knowing their responsibilities before stepping into marriage. Now, the story is this. Mothers in charge of depot, that is puberty rite at Dodowa in the Shai Osudoku district in the Greater Accra region, are now allowing non-virgins to take part in the rite because it is becoming difficult to get virgin adolescent girls. However, girls who have had abortions, given birth, or carry pregnancies are still not allowed to go through the rite. Depot rite, according to them, many girls were now sexually active, leaving them with no choice but to allow non-virgins to take part in the rite. The modification, they believe, will attract more adolescent girls to the rite, which in the past were to usher only virgin girls between the ages of 10 and 15 into puberty and womanhood. The mothers shared their concern when the Mirror team visited the depot house at Dodowa to witness this year's ceremony. The mothers are the elderly traditional women, ensuring that the depot rites are performed. Lack of interest. The mothers who were in their 80s said they were unhappy that the current generation were not interested in learning the processes of the rite. Their fear is that in the event where they all pass away, there will be no one to replace them to perform the rite for the girls in the community. Ushering this reporter into the depot house, one of the mothers asked, "Do you see any deity here?" There were 30 girls wearing various types of beads which covered their nakedness. The old woman said people had a lot of misconception which betray the beauty and essence of our culture, and because of that no one wants to come to us and learn. The leader of the mothers, Awunye Ashiaki, who had been involved in depot ride for the past 60 years, said she started assisting older women when she was 20 years old. She explained that although she prepared over 100 girls for the puberty rite each year, the number was still small as compared to the past. She attributed the low patronage to modernity, particularly education, the introduction of new media, as well as influence from some pastors. Awunya Ashiaki's main worry was about the activities of some religious leaders who saw the puberty rite as an evil doctrine. Another mother, Mamiu, said the decline in virginity affected the numbers such that if they continue to stick to only virgins, depot rite will soon fade out. So I will leave it here. At least we've learned a lot from the depot. So the girls are come in depot house for a week and are given a ritual bath, taught some cooking skills, housekeeping, roles, and personal grooming. They also taught the depot dance, which is called Klala. The girls perform the dance all through the rite, and they have what we call sexual orientation. Asked whether it was true that the girls were taught how to please their future partners sexually, Awunya Ashiake laughed and said there were a lot of misconceptions out there. And so the puberty rite we are discussing now is about you knowing the history about the Krobo people, and one of their traditional rites is how do you call it, the depot rite. And so what can you say briefly before we put Honorable Isaac on the line?
Okay. It's unfortunate that I'm a Krobo.
Oh, really?
So, yes. My dad is a Krobo, so I have a broad knowledge about that.
That's right.
That is the rite that they perform for our girls to prepare them for marriage.
Your girls?
Yes. Yeah, because I'm
That's
coming
right.
from there. Yes.
That's
So, you know, when it comes to depot, that even give a lot of people, other regions, other ethnic group to even come to our region to marry our women because of it's very simple for you.
Line is the assembly member for Asinesi electoral area. Honorable, welcome to Papa Law Radio. This is Mpɔtam Morning Show.
Thank you very much, my brother.
How are you doing?
By the grace of God, I'm doing very well.
We thank God. We thank God. I hope the family is fine.
Yes, sir. Everyone is doing very well.
We thank God. We thank God.
Your club is also fine.
We thank God. I know. So how is the family and then your electoral area? Can you mention the name properly for me if I didn't do that well?
Yeah, I think you pronounce it very well. I was really surprised you were able to do justice.
Wow.
So it's Asinesi electoral area.
Asinesi electoral area. So Honorable, okay. So before we take off, can you please tell us briefly about yourself? Who is Honorable Isaac Tete Amano?
All right, thank you very much. You mentioned my name earlier.
That's
Honorable
right.
Isaac Tete Amano. A native of Ilokobo. And when it comes to the assembly, I happen to be the chairperson for social services subcommittee.
Okay.
So under my committee, we have health, we have education, we have sanitation, we have issues as to do with disability. So these are areas that our focus is.
Wow. Thank you so much. We are happy and privileged that you made time to speak to us.
Thank you.
Honorable, so briefly, can you explain what the depot rite is and why it is important to the people who practice it?
Okay. This morning, a very big thank you to you, to the people of Ghana.
That's right.
And the people of Yuloko want to appreciate you for the fact that you feel the opportunity for the world to hear and know about people.
That's right. That's
you are
right.
very privileged and you are grateful.
That's right.
I want to start with a brief history about the depot.
Mm.
And so some years back, a man got married to two women.
Mm.
And so the bigger wife always gave birth to a male child.
Mm.
So anytime they have to start a baby boy,
Mm.
they don't kill a fowl for the baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
And so this thing keep on occurring. And then the other woman gave birth to a female child.
Mm.
And so at the time, there was no way the female could enjoy this fowl.
Mm.
And so it became a rivalry between the two of them.
Mm.
Then along the line, the husband said that, okay, then let's bring him. There should be a right for the female child, so that at least she can also receive some gifts from the family and other people. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay, I think I'm getting a feedback. I don't know whether.
You're having feedback, right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. But we can hear you clear.
Okay. And so the man thought, okay, should that be the case, let's have the depot in place, so that at least the female child can also receive some gifts.
Are you still having the feedbacks?
I think it's okay now.
It's okay now. Okay.
Yes.
Please go
To
ahead.
to have some gifts from the family and other people. And so that brought about the depot. And so you see, the depot is a good thing in the sense that, back in the days, they put in the mind of the girl child that if it is not performed for you, you cannot stay on the land.
Okay.
And then the program will start from somewhere Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday where to end. They take it to a place we call, in our language we call it, in the tradition we call it tekpete.
Tekpete. Okay.
Yes. So over there, the priestess who there's a stone there. So he will sit you on the stone for 3 times. Then if you have done an abortion before, if you are pregnant, the third one, you get stuck on the stone.
Wow.
Yes, you can stand up again and you'll be there.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Is there
So-
some spirituality behind it?
Well, I wouldn't say there's spiritual, but I think in a way, yes, it is.
Okay. Please
In a
go
way,
ahead.
it is. And so the girls are having known that, okay, if I should get pregnant or should do an abortion before, I'll get stuck over there. At least it helps prevent these teenage pregnancies we are seeing today.
That's right. So they were scared. I mean, you were instilling the fear of God in them indirectly.
Exactly. So these ladies are able to live a chaste life. So you go to some, and once it's not done for you, as for man, you are going to do the man.
Okay.
All right, and we believe that alone we're helping our ladies to live a very good life. And so when, because of Christianity, people were speaking to race, and as I said, it's bad. Because those days, when it happened that way, so because maybe you have done an abortion before and you are pregnant,
That's right.
and they will drive you from the land.
Yeah.
And so they will say they will ban you from the land. You will come to the land again. And that was the focus and the aim of our people.
So has the pastors or Christianity or religion been a hindrance to the performance of this right?
Yes, as I speak now, it is because Christianity has pushed holes into race, and
Okay.
they say it's a ritual and it's a bad thing, and if you're a Christian, you shouldn't do it. And now people are buying into it
Okay.
because those days, from all walks of life, wherever you find yourself,
You have to come
as a
home.
kubu, you come down and do it. And so, but because of Christianity now, especially those who are not living on the land, most of them are not doing it again. So you have people living in Kumasi, in other parts of the country, they won't come and do it.
So those days it was the whole country, wherever you find yourself. It was not within the Krobo space, but everybody, wherever you find yourself. Once you're a Krobo, if you're in the northern region, you still have to come back home.
you come and do it.
Wow. Wow.
Even currently, we still have people who travel down to do it. But it's not as compared to the olden day. The olden day, everybody has to do it. But now, one way or the other, I see some people who will not do it. I can tell you for a fact that even we still have some Kobos living on the land who, because of Christianity, we see it's a ritual, and for that matter, they will not do it. Yeah, now we see some. But the olden days, no, everybody does it. If you don't do it and get pregnant, we'll drive you from the land. And so, but now because those things are not there again, and because of Christianity, we still have some people on the land who will not still not do it.
Wow. So in those days, it was compulsory.
Compulsory for everybody.
Okay. So, all right, go ahead.
We will get pregnant without doing it.
Okay. All right. So, can you describe the role of the depot priest or priestess in the ceremony and how they guide the initiate through the process?
Okay, thank you very much. I think it will start from somewhere around Thursday, but major activities will be on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so maybe on Friday, they shape the hair, and then we leave a portion in the middle.
Why do you leave a portion in the middle?
Because at that point in time, we have begun, but we have not ended yet. Okay. And so by the time I end, I will come back and explain to you. You appreciate the fact why we does that.
Okay.
And so on Friday, then there is something we call a sunny. We put around the hand. I was trying to get a English name, but it's a tradition.
That's fine.
So
That's
I'm
fine.
not
Yeah, you are permitted. You are permitted to use those.
So there's something we
terms.
call sunny. We put around the wrist. And so this will happen on Friday.
So that is the work, the prime assignment of the priest or the priestess, right?
The priestess, yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't end there. On Saturday morning, they will lead these young girls to a nearby river. And so once you go there, you carry what we call calabash. So in a calabash, please, can you hear me? Hello? Okay.
We are
so
listening.
You carry with what you call a calabash on your head. Then you have a sponge and a towel in a calabash. And the depot priestess will lead you to a nearby river to go teach you how to bath.
Oh, okay. You mean the normal bath or a traditional bath?
A traditional bath.
Okay.
But if you want to interpret it, we'll say that it's going to teach you how to bath. Then so you will bath the calabash and the sponge and the towel. That will be Saturday in the morning. Then once you are going there, you hold a stick, and then you hold what you call the red bandana. You have two. So over there to teach you how to wash at the bank of the river. Then have your bath. But you don't return home with a sponge. You only come back with a towel in the calabash back to the house. And so that will be in the Saturday morning. Then a chunk of activities happens on Sunday. Okay, so Sunday, you stand on the mat. Then, so on Saturday, I think on Friday they give you one bead around your wrist, your waist, one bead. So on how do you call on Sunday? Now they'll come and have to dress you, put on a lot of the beads now. Then you put on the red bandana. Then later on the day, you take it to the tepete. So over there, that is where you have to prove whether indeed you've done abortion before, whether you are pregnant. So over there, you're going to purify you to testify to see whether indeed you've been a virtuous woman. And so again, the depot priest will take you there, take you through the process. Like I said earlier, make you sit on the stone for 3 times.
Okay.
If you didn't start, that means that you have lived a good life.
Which was real.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It's real. And so you have people saying that over there, there's a horn, they'll hit your forehead with it, tell you that you go and do prostitution. It's not that true.
That's right.
Yeah, well, I read on social media, a lot of people are reading medicine to read, and they are not true.
Yes, I know people claim that it makes the women, sorry to say, sexually active, like they are pushed into some of this act easily based on the right.
You see, the way we have turned the whole thing now, because in the olden days, you see, full grown women, it's being performed on a full grown woman.
That's
But
right.
you see, because of the way parents are even scared these days, and so you see the small girl,
That's right.
they never do it for her. But in the olden days, that happened that way. It is done on a full grown woman.
That's right.
Okay, so that from there, at least you are fully prepared as a woman that you can go into marriage.
Honorable, I don't want to apportion the blame to the perception in the public space or at the doorstep of maybe those who are ignorant, but I know that culture and spirituality has something in common. I mean, once there's a tradition, people believe that there is a deity or a divine force behind it. Or you don't think so?
No, with the poor, I don't think so.
Okay, so honorable, let's move ahead to this particular question, and I'm going to ask this question based on what has come into the news or public space. The reason why we wanted you, or we want you to educate us today on this show, is mothers in charge of depot, that is the puberty right at Dodowa in the Shai Osudoku district in the Greater Accra region, are now allowing non-virgins to take part in the ride because it is becoming difficult to get virgin adolescent girls. So how has the lack of virgins affected the depot ceremony, and what are some of the challenges that arise as a result?
Okay. I have said before that you see those days, the girl, you are scared that okay, when I have sex with a man, I'm likely to get pregnant,
That's right.
and so you won't do it. But now that fear is not there.
That's right.
Okay. And once you see, it's not about being a virgin before you can perform the right for you.
Okay.
Yes. You cannot be a virgin, but the fact that if you are not pregnant, if you've not done abortion before, you can still do it.
Oh, okay. I
So
get
the only
it
thing that will
now.
prevent you from doing it is that maybe you've done abortion before or you are pregnant. That you cannot do.
Okay.
Because when you know you are pregnant and you go there, you won't come back home again.
Okay. Okay.
So we don't need a virgin to go through the boat.
But that is the perception out there. So thanks for the education. We are so grateful.
Okay.
We are really, really learning. So you don't have to be a virgin before you can go through the puberty rite. So can you share any challenge or obstacles that are faced during the depot rite and how it can be overcome? I'm asking this question because a lot of people look at how the women are shaped. I don't know what you use, whether scissors or a blaze, and I feel you might give them a cut, or you don't think so?
Please come again. You say give them a cut.
I'm saying when you are giving them the cut, I mean, is there any injury that comes out of it? Because it look so weird to some of us.
Well, I don't think there are major injuries because you
Okay.
know, they I think they add soap and other things.
But there
there
is,
before.
but there is
But
sometimes.
it's not major as maybe
Okay.
people would speculate.
Okay.
Even if it would be as humans as it would be just a minor ones, few minor ones.
Okay.
Because they knew all this and they add other things to the hair before they begin to shave it.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
means all these injuries can be prevented.
All right. So, Honorable, why do you leave portions of the hair in the middle of their head?
You see, so on Sunday, after you return back from the Tekpete, right? You know, there's drumming and dancing and there are celebrations to show that indeed you've gone through the rite successfully and you lead a good life and go. So we leave that person because we're not too sure whether you'll be successful or not. And so that is why we have to lead the person the hair in there, so that along the line we if you are successful, then we clear it for you
Okay.
to show that
Okay.
indeed you've gone through the process successfully and you indeed lead a good life.
So, what do you think is the future of the ceremony looks like? What do you think the future of the ceremony looks like?
Well, the future is very, very, very. I don't. It will, I'm believing it get to a point in time. Nobody will even perform it again because of Christianity now and how people perceive it to be. And you know, everybody now is a Christian, and so once pastors are gotten themselves into race and they are punching holes into race, definitely the impact is very huge. So if care is not taken, if traditional people don't take care, they don't step into race, then I fear that a time and a day will come where we wouldn't perform it any longer.
So, religious leaders have become hindrance to this, right?
Of course, yeah, because now everybody goes to church and listen to the pastors, and once you get through, then it looks like I see you don't know God. And once that is I remember during the
So, a
time,
cultural right must be followed, no matter what, whether you're a Christian or Muslim or whatever. You still have to respect and honor tradition, right?
yes, because it's time we have to. This time is the time we need it most than even before. Okay, but you agree with me that look at these are small girls, and you see you meet a small girl has a baby at the back, and those is, if you ask, it doesn't happen that way. You see 14 year, 15 year, 16-year-old girl having a baby at the back. Somebody who's supposed to be in school. It wasn't happening. So I think it's time we need to preserve it well and do it like it used to be.
Okay.
So at least all these teenage pregnancies we are seeing around will not be there. It will be a thing of the past.
That's right. That's right. So it was a form of right that was being used by our elders to curb unnecessary teenage pregnancies within the Krobo area, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
there to preserve the girl child till is age for marriage.
All right. So, Honorable, finally, was it a form of tourism? A tourism enthusiast and owner of Gaze Park and Eatery in Tamale, Ms. Hamda Salifu, said it was important for the tourism ministry to brand Depot right into a grand festival that will put the nation on the international market to facilitate development. According to her, it was a beautiful cultural practice that already attracted tourists across the globe. So all we need to do is to market it extensively to attract more people. Honorable, your take on this one. Was the depot right a source of tourism and a way to cash in to develop the community, the Krobo community?
That's perfect. It's right.
So
anytime the time is due. Okay, we have a lot of people coming around. I once, I once heard somebody was telling me that even if foodstuff and other things are not being bought, okay, during that time, anything you sell, people have to buy.
that's right.
And you see, because we have a lot of people coming to town, okay, and so these are hotels and co book people
That's
come
right.
and stay in there, get money out of it. These food sellers have to, the red bandana and co have to be bought. Bees have to be bought, and people in that industry also make some money. So it's, in fact, it's a full package that if it's look at war, in fact, the Kobo enclave will develop through that. And so I think it's a good thing that we need to look into it.
Is it true that if you are not able to go through the depot right and you have sex, you'll be stuck in there? Was it the reality?
Yeah, so it's not about having sex alone.
Okay.
You can have sex, but then you won't get stuck over there.
Okay.
So these two things will get you stuck. If one, you are pregnant, so you can be pregnant for a month, it will not show. Okay, but once you are, that's you get stuck. If you've done abortion before, you get stuck. So these two situations will lead to the stacking over there. But then, and so because you knew that, okay, so if I have to go into sex and I can't tell the outcome, I don't think you do it in the first place. So that having sex alone will not get you started.
Okay.
The pregnancy,
Okay.
and then the abortion, these two things will lead.
Okay. So, what advice will you give to someone considering participating in depot rights, and what should they expect?
Yeah, so I believe that they should listen to programs like your own, where you have time to speak to people who knew about this,
That's right.
to get more information about it, because the perceptions out there are not correct. So I believe that they should get to the traditional people, get
That's
to
right.
people who have information. So at least if all radio stations will do what you are doing today, I believe that all these perceptions might not be there.
That's right. That's right.
So I have to appreciate you for your time.
Thank you,
Making
sir.
time out of your busy schedule
That's right.
to listen to us.
That's
We are
right.
very grateful.
That's right. By God's grace, we broadcast across the globe, so your voice has really been heard. A lot of people have contributed, and they are so happy. So, Papa Lord Radio, we are grateful for speaking to us this morning. But your final words and anything for Asi Nesi electoral area, any message?
Okay, thank you very much. I know most of them are listening to me,
That's right.
and they know what we have done in the past and what we'll be doing, because it's not. I think it's a village, right? It's a farming community.
Okay.
Where all we do there is farming. And then before I became a serving member, we lack every social amenity you can think of. No water, no lights, no road, no cheap compound or clinics. We don't have any.
That's right.
And so, by the grace of God, today, as we speak now, we have light over there.
That's right.
As we speak, we have 2 boreholes, and more are yet to come.
That's right.
I lobby, have a comment. Those days, even before you can eat bamboo, you need to carry these corn
That's right.
some 7 kilometers before you can get
That's
a
true.
common machine.
That's true.
It's not easy. I think we were in the news some time ago. Even if a pregnant woman is pregnant, it needs to be carried on the head. We walk about 7 kilometers before we can access a hospital in Somalia.
Sorry about that.
As we speak now, middle
There's been a
belts
bit
are in
of
the process.
improvement. There's been a bit of improvement.
There's
and
been a bit of improvement.
we'll continue to herald your agenda so that the government will come to your rescue. Yes.
Thank you very much. And so I'm grateful to my people.
That's fine.
And the
That's
support
fine.
they're giving me. And
That's fine.
I'm also grateful to you today
That's fine.
for the support. I thank my MC. I have to be honest.
That's right.
He has been on my side, and he understands me, and he's ready to do anything for that cause.
He's a wonderful man. Honorable. God bless you. We are grateful. All right. So, Honorable, we are so grateful. We thank you so much for speaking with us. We hope and believe that this relationship is established forever, and in the near future we'll come back to you. So thank you so much for speaking to us on Papa Law Mpɔtam Morning Show. We are grateful. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, my brother.
All right, so that was Honorable Isaac Tete Amano. He is the assembly member for Asinem C electoral area in the Krobo area, the Yellow Krobo electoral area. Thank you for speaking with us. We are so grateful. So let me acknowledge our sponsors. Number one, shoes. We sell all kinds of shoes for kids and adult. Contact us on 0256836112. 0256836112. When it comes to photography, the only place to be is Sharper Rich Photography. If you need passport size photograph, photo shoot, wedding pictures, engagement pictures, and all that, just contact us on 0244671593. 0244671593. If you need pics If you need chicken, just contact us on 0243446455. Papalo Farms. Our pigs are chicken, and then our eggs are so good for your health. So contact us on 0243446455. When it comes to wrapping off your engagement stuff, your wedding stuff, your birthday party stuffs and all that, just contact Lottie Love Balloon Decor. If you need any balloon decoration, we are available. Call us on 0542 371320. 0542 371320. Just contact us and let's do business together. All right. So thank you for sharing. If you have not shared the broadcast, go ahead and share the broadcast. Share it on your page, on your timeline. Send the link to your friends. My co-host David Santos is here. You're welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
And we had a nice convo with Razak, the NDC secretary for Medina constituency.
Yeah.
And then we just did a bit of education, social and cultural issue with Honorable Isaac Tete Amano, the assembly member for Asi Mesi electoral area, somewhere in the Yellow Crobble municipality. And that was a fantastic discussion. We are happy that the discussion is ongoing. So I'm happy about that one. So what will happen is we'll have to delve deep into the discussion. The MPP, the NDC going into elections this Saturday, that's 13th of May, to elect their parliamentary candidate and then their presidential candidate, which will not be candidate, is candidate one. So amongst the three who are vying for that position, they are just going to choose the
Sorry
most,
to say, but it's four. The last person happened to
I think he pulled out. That's what Razak said. He pulled out. And he had,
that is NS
through his support to the former president. Yes, so he's behind the former president and he's canvassing for vote for the former president. So your take on the elections and then specifically about Honorable Kojo Bonsu, his chances of winning. You heard it from the horse's own mouth.
He
said chances are that he's going to lose abysmally or miserably. So go ahead.
I would like to touch on the presidential and then the parliamentary aspects which is happening coming Saturday. And what I would like to say is that we want the best for this country, so they shouldn't think about only the party, but also when they are voting for the parliamentary and then the presidential candidates, they should also know that these people are not just people who are going to work for the party, but are people who are going to be the face for the country. And so sometimes we focus on the party so much to the extent that we look at what the people of this dedicate have done for the party. But as I was saying, it shouldn't be like when we are voting, we are voting for these people for the party. But these
we should look at a larger picture.
Yes.
So because what they present is eventually going to be the president.
That is,
if Ghanaians give him the nod. So it's president after you win the party's election. Automatically you become a presidential material in the waiting.
You see, so we shouldn't just look at one way by voting for the person because of he's in the party, but we should look at competent aspect
over the money issue.
You see,
the money. Don't take the money. In fact, if you also take the money, vote for competence. When they bring the money, take it. But vote for competence.
People.
If we can go by this formula, I think politicians will change camp or switch camp and try to dwell on competence, how they can affect the lives of the people they want to rule over.
Yes, I think that is right. And so let's look at people who are competent, who when we give them the mandate, they can be able to project the country very well in a special and a lovely way.
That's right.
We have had a lot of presidential people or people who we believe in them. We have given them our mind, our soul, our strength, everything. And at the end of the day, they disappointed us.
That's
to
right.
the not even zero, negative zero, meaning that they are owing and they are even owing our generations.
That's
and
right.
so when we are voting for these people, we should prepare them. We should let them know that we are not voting for them to beautify the party, but we are voting for them because we want them to go and represent us in the big picture, which is the country as large.
That's right.
And so let's focus, and then let's make sure that the people that we are voting for, we know them and we know what they can do.
That's
and we
right.
know they are not going to disappoint us when they have the chance to be president or a parliamentary candidate. Yes, we know that they are going to implement laws in the parliament house. They are
That's
not
right.
just going to be counting money, because the parliament house is not a money vendors
That's right.
company.
That's right.
We have seen a lot of people whilst they are doing the recruitment for the military.
That's right.
They are counting the number of they are counting money out of the form that they have sold, which the parliament house is not the right place to do that. So their attention have moved from implementing laws,
That's
protecting the law that we have, and now they are counting money whilst we have Bank of Ghana.
It is. Don't you think it is because we go about and we lie to the electorate that, especially when it comes to the party's hierarchy,
Okay.
we lie to the delegate, and then when it comes to the generality of the citizens of Ghana, we lie to the electorate that as an MP I will construct roads, I will build schools and all that. Meanwhile, that is not the work of a member of parliament. Let's educate our people.
Thank you.
That's why on this platform we don't just want to spill nonsense, make all the noise, and just we want to educate the people, because that's the purpose of radio. We educate, we inform, we entertain.
Yes.
The fact is, it is the work of the assembly. It's the assembly's duty to make sure that there is development.
Yes. MC
From the
and DCs.
ministry to the district level to the local assembly, there must be development.
Thank you.
The agent of change must be there.
Yeah.
Somebody who will push the interests of the ruling government. But today, the MPs are going about lying through their teeth, telling people that I am going to build schools, I'm going to construct your roads, I'm going to do that. So at
That is
the
not
end
their
of
work.
the day, when they are giving the nod, they overburdened already.
Thank you.
They have to do everything possible to please people. Meanwhile, they don't have the strength, they don't have the ability to do so. So you are right.
So it's very, very important.
You are
I like
there
the
to
point.
legislate
Yes.
laws or bills into laws. That's it.
See, if it come to this country, I can tell you that out of 100%, we'll have maybe 80% who don't even know that is not the work of member of parliament. Not to build school, will be coming to the constituencies and they will be telling us that they will do road, build school, do this and all that. That is not their work. They don't know. So I'm very happy when you touch on that. And so please let us
a minute.
Okay.
A parliamentarian is an expert in rules of order
Thank you.
and the proper procedures for the conduct of meetings of deliberative assemblies. Parliamentarians assist organizations in the drafting and interpretation of bylaws and rules of order and planning and conduct of meetings.
Thank you.
That is the prime assignment of a parliamentarian. Now, why are parliamentarians doing the work of the assembly has. Why? Because of votes.
Because of votes. Because of votes. But let's leave that aspect. My problem is that you should know the position you are filing for, and the responsibility that goes with the position that you are filing for. So when you get that position, know your responsibilities.
That's right.
And you leave the rest for the other positions. Because your work is not to what